visa matters, okay, the employment visas. Okay, so there are so many opportunities in the United Kingdom, okay, that we want to bring to our clients, our prospective clients, which we know that you are one of them. Okay, so there are so many opportunities in the United Kingdom, okay, but we are trying to look for the easiest way for our clients, which will benefit our client, not just now, but in the future, okay? Even after your course or after the route you went into, you can call us back to say thank you, or and as well refer your friends and families to us. First, what's the UK visa? What's the UK employment for? Okay, what's it all about? What it's called? It's mainly known as it's a document called COS. So what's the COS all about? It's a certificate of sponsorship that is a unique reference number that holds information about you, your job, and it's an actual certificate or paper document. All right. Your sponsor will give you the certificate of sponsorship. Then who is your sponsor? So your sponsor will also give you an information they used on your certificate about your job, your work hour, salary, and all that. So who gives you this COS, which is your sponsor, okay, that the organization through which you're coming into that city. So your sponsor must be recognized by the UK government, to issue certificate of sponsorship, okay, means that they are the ones sponsoring you to come into that city, any part of United Kingdom, either it's Scotland, either it's England, either it's Wales, either it's Yorkshire, either it's Northampton, wherever it is. Okay, so your certificate of sponsorship is valid for 3 months from the date it is assigned to you. Okay, that is with the applicant. And also, of course, that's for 3 months. Okay, that is, you have until that 3 months period. Okay, it's valid. So once you get your COS within the space of 3 months, you also have traveled, apply for your visa, which we are going to assist you on doing. So who is eligible for this COS? A skilled worker. Now there are several opportunities to work in the UK. Okay, one of it is the skilled worker COS. All right. Another is the graduate from English, a graduate from English speaking country. You know, just like the work post study work visa you get after you study, and also a person who can communicate fluently in English. So that is why they request that each student, each applicant who is coming to study, to work in the UK must have an IELTS. Okay, they want to be sure you can communicate in English language. So that's the reason for studying, for writing IELTS, which we are going to assist on that. Okay, but if you are going through the study routes, you won't need to write IELTS exam except you are applying for a health course. Okay, so what's the sponsorship all about? You need to be sponsored, have a certificate of sponsorship from a licensed employer, like I mentioned earlier, before you can apply to come into the UK. So a lot of people just want to come into the UK, but they need to understand how it works. Okay, so that's why we are organizing this training to educate our prospects. Okay, so the work you do in the UK must relate to the work on your sponsorship organization. So someone was asking yesterday, okay, can't I get any other work apart from care work? I know that I'm an engineer, this and that. Okay, so there are opportunities for skilled work. Okay, but the opportunity we are bringing at the moment is still on the care work. All right, so how long does it take? You can apply for a visa up to 3 months before the day you are due to start work in the UK. This date is listed on your certificate of sponsorship. So when you are going through the study route, I'm just so that this can be clear. Okay, for some of you who have applied to the UK before and you already know what CAS is all about. So the same way we have cars that we get after you make your payments, we also get, this is also is a similar document, okay, that you must apply for visa on time and travel before the visa expires. So visa takes about 3 weeks to be out after application, just like the UK, the student visa as well, except you are applying for priority visa. Of course, priority visa takes, some takes 24 hours, some take 48 hours, maximum a week. I know. So what are the documents needed to apply for the work visa? Number one, your valid international passport, of course, 4 to 5 years, BSc certificate from an English-speaking country. For those, is there anyone joining from Sierra Leone and not? So from any other part of the country, basically okay, why are they requesting why did they state from any English-speaking country? Okay, every other country, of course, speak English, okay, but they can believe in Nigerian students already, okay? They believe in us more. So if someone in Nigeria score a 5.0, it will be accepted. But applicants from other African countries, maybe like Botswana, Zambia, and those other countries might need to score more, okay? They need to be sure that the student or the applicants can communicate in English. So if number two isn't available, he or she needs to take an IELTS exam. That's the IELTS general. So IELTS academics is for the study visa, which students who are applying for public health or social work will need. Okay, so applicants applying for work visa, what the IELTS they will be writing is the IELTS general. Okay, of course, which expires after 2 years. Also, the TB test will be done within 4 months. Am I being heard, please?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Manuel.
So
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so this can be done at any time as long as number two above isn't available because it expires after. Okay, I mentioned that already. So the TB test is actually done in approved centers. You can't just go anywhere to take a TB test. Okay, approved centers, which we will inform you about. And the next thing is the police character reports. They want to be sure that you have not done something wrong. Okay, that you have not stole someone's phone and the police reports you and so they want to get a police character report if you have a good character. So on this journey, you do not just need your results, you need to have a good character. So that's why they need police character reports. This should be done within this process, okay, within this space of 3 months that were so once you can do it before you apply with us, or you can do it in between, but it should be within 4 months before he or she is ready to travel. So how much does this COS cost? COS costs £8,000 for 2 years, £10,000 for 3 years. I know this is the part that a lot of us are waiting for. £10,000 for 3 years, £15,000 for 5 years, and the visa fee for 3 years is £719, which may be lesser at the time of payments, and £120 for 3 years. Why we wrote per person here if you are going with your family, all right? If you are going with your family, then our service charge is £300. That's what we are going to charge you. This £8,000 doesn't belong to us, belongs to our partners over there who are assisting us in getting the COS for you. Okay, now I haven't said, before you see, thank you for participating. Now, I haven't said all this. Now look at this last part, £15,000 for 5 years. Now, if you have
not
15,000,
COE.
you have
This is work. Don't go and work.
is someone trying to ask a question? Now, look, this 15,000 pounds, it's a minimum tuition in the United Kingdom. If you're applying for University of Westminster, for instance, their tuition fee for master's program is, for instance, I'm applying for Masters of International Business in University of Westminster. Permit me to digress, okay? I just want to explain something. And I have 15,900. And I have 15,000 and I want to apply for work visa. And I have a BSc or WAEC, which I also want to travel to United Kingdom. This is what we advise our clients to do. If I have 15,000 pounds, I can apply for a master's program and I'll be permitted to pay 50% of this tuition and get my visa. For work visa, for work visa, which is 15,000 pounds for 5 years, you are paying this 15,000 at a go. You are not paying 50% now and 50% when you get your COS. You are paying the 15,000 pounds at once to get this COS. So this is the other opportunity that you have. If you have a BSc and you want to migrate to the United Kingdom, let me put it that way. If you apply for a school, okay, you just get to pay 50% of this 15,000 pounds, which is about 8,000. Let's just put it at 8,000. You get your admission, you pay your deposits, which is, of course, they will ask you to pay 3,000 or 4,000 pounds when you get your admission. And once your proof of fund is matured after 28 days, we request for your CAS. Your CAS is your document, just like the COS, which you use to apply for visa. Once you apply for visa and you get your visa, you'll be required to pay another 3,000 or 4,000 just to sum up 50% before enrollment. So I advise our clients, just in case you do not have these 15,000 pounds, apply for a master's program, pay your 50% and get your visa. You still get that same opportunity to work 20 hours per week. You also have 2 years post-study work visa. And another thing is you have your freedom. Now, if you sign up with me in my organization for 15,000 pounds and you say you want on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, not even a Sunday morning, or on a Friday morning, you say, just the way we do in Nigeria, I want to go and see my auntie. She just put to bed. I want to go and see my uncle. I'll kick you out. Okay, but for a student visa, you can, you have a freedom to work at your convenient time, 20 hours per week. Okay, so we are also looking at budget considerations of our clients and prospect, that if you do not have 15,000 pounds to pay for work visa at once, you can apply for, okay, maybe you are listening to me, you're on this call right now and you have just the WAEC. With 15,000 pounds, you can pay your tuition per year. The difference is that you pay your first 50% here. BSc students start with a foundation program. Okay, they'll be required to pay 50% here, not like the masters where they ask to pay 3,000 and later pay another 4,000 because they spend longer time. Okay, please, you can begin to drop your questions on the chat box already. I'm out of time. So 50% will be paid to begin your foundation program. And when you get to the UK, you pay the other 50%. So other payments will continue as you go instrumentally and all that. Of course, you would have gotten a job and all. Okay. So this is why we are advising our clients that just in case you do not have 50%, this whole money to apply, you can actually get rid of the student visa, which is affordable. Okay, please, can I take one or two questions before I wrap it up? Okay. You can read it out for me, please. Miss Gloria, can you hear me? You can.
Sir, no problem. The first question here says, what of someone with HND degree? Should I go ahead with the second one, or you want to answer this first?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What of someone with HND degree from Kenin?
Okay, if you have an HND, you can actually begin with pre-master's program. Okay, pre-master's program, it's within a 9 months, within 8 to 9 months. All right, pre-master's program is just a preparation to get into master's. Okay, it's a packaged program. Okay, once we apply, it's just like a progression to your master's program. So once you finish your pre-master's program, you continue with your master's. So your HND, no matter if the only chance you have is that your HND should not be, I think, yeah, lower credit can actually fly. Yeah, one of our students who traveled at the late December, I think she traveled on the 27th of December. She actually had a lower credit. Please pardon me in case she's here. Pardon me. She actually had lower credit and she has resumed already to begin a pre-master's course for 9 months while she proceed to a master's. Okay, so if you have HND, even with lower credit, we can push that for you to get you an admission while you pay. Pre-master's program is about 11,000 pounds. So you'll be asked to pay 3,500 or thereabouts. Okay, when you get your visa, before enrollment, you pay the other 7,000. But at that time, you would have gotten your visa, having gotten your proof of fund available for us to get cash. So what's the proof of fund all about? Now, you need to have proof of fund in your own account, not in your sponsor's account. The proof of fund is 50% of your tuition and 12,006 pounds, which is the living expenses for every student who wants to study in London. But if you are studying outside London, maybe Northampton, Bradford, where again? You're going to Yorkshire, you're going to Northumbria. Living expenses over there are 9,605. Okay, so you can do the math. Okay, 50% of your tuition and your living expenses. Okay, please, I've answered your question.
Okay, can I talk?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm the one that asked the question. Okay, your answer is clear. Now, after the pre-masters, which is 8 to 9 months, now you proceed to your masters. When you proceed to your masters now, the 15,000 pounds, is it applicable?
Sorry, take that again. I didn't get.
Did you get my
last part.
Did you get my question? Okay.
I didn't get the last part. Sorry.
Okay, after the person must have finished the 8 to 9 months master's program, paying 11K. Okay, then the person will now proceed to masters. There was the 15,000 pounds fee applicable? Is it applicable to the masters? That is after paying 11,000. When you now proceed to the master, you still pay another 15,000.
Yeah, the 11,000 you are paying is for your pre-masters. Okay, just the way we have it in Africa. Where are you calling from, please? Where are you joining from?
I'm joining from Nigeria.
Okay, now just the way you have HND now, okay, over there also pre-masters is also a qualification on its own. It's an order on its own that you can actually use to do a business or whatever. Are you getting me now? Just for you to get the post-study, you need to continue with your master's program. Okay, so your 11,000 is for pre-master's certification. Okay, so you proceed to your master's to also pay your tuition for your master's. Am I answering your question?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, sorry, the last
Yeah.
question. Assuming
Okay.
someone after the pre-HND then with your masters, can the work see you through the masters?
Of course, as a pre-master student, you are permitted to work. Once you arrive the UK, okay, you get your BRP card. I'll send you an address you get an address from us on where you get your BRP card. Okay, just like the voter's card that permits you to move around. That card shows that you can study and work in the United Kingdom. Okay, so as a pre-master student, you can work. Even as a bachelor student, you can work. Okay, so at minimum you can earn about 10 to 14,000 pounds per hour. Okay, and also it depend on the kind of job you get. Okay, regarding as time permits you to work. Okay, so
Sorry, did you say 10 to 14,000 pounds per hour or 14 pounds per hour?
I said 14 pounds per hour. So you can multiply that 14 pounds per hour. So you can multiply that per week, 20 hours per week. So you can multiply 14 pounds times 20 hours. Okay, 14 pounds an hour for 20 hours. So you can just do the math. Okay, so I think you should be getting a good sum at least to sort your accommodation. I've answered your question, please.
Yes, sorry, the last question. With this new UK laws now, what is the hope for dependents?
Apparently, if you are going to the study route, we advise our students to finish their master's program while they can invite their family members. Okay, so once you can invite your family members, God help you from there, then you can push through.
All right, thank you. I'm cleared now.
Yeah, thank you. Please, let's have your details. I'm sure you registered, right?
Okay, no, I've not registered, but I'm already your office in Enugu here. I've already registered with them, and they have already applied for me for
All right,
Australia.
great.
Yeah.
Okay. Please reach out to our team from there. I'll continue from
All
the
right.
Enugu office. I think
All right.
that's Miss Priska. Okay.
Yeah, Priska, yes.
Over to the next question from Lord Joseph. For the 8,000, can it be renewed there?
Okay, so 8,000 pounds. 8,000 pounds. Of course, before your visa is renewed, before your visa expires, of course, you should plan to renew. Okay, just as you renew your international passport when it expires. Okay, you can always renew when it's about to expire.
From Unduku Obina. Can you travel with your family for the work visa? If you travel with your family, can you both work full time?
Okay, in Ndukwe, you can actually travel with your family, okay? But take, for instance, you have to pay 15,000 pounds to get the work visa. You will also need, depending on, in Ndukwe, can you speak? Can I, how many are you guys? Are you 5? How many, what's the number of your family? Can you let us know? What's his name again? Ndukwe, right? Is he on the, can he speak to us?
Unduku Obina.
Mr. Obinak, would you like to speak? Okay, if not, if you be spending, let's take for instance, you are a family of 4. So you alone will be spending 15,000 pounds. You can actually travel, number one, you can actually travel with your family, but you'll be spending more. You'll be spending about ×3 of this 15,000 pounds. Why? Because you need to pay the visa fee for each of your family member, your dependents. And also you can't not stay in the accommodation with other people. You need to get an accommodation for your family, okay? And living expenses. You need to have plan for living expenses for your family. Are you getting me now? Which will be requested from you at the airport, at the embassy, pardon me, okay? So you can work, your spouse can also work, okay? But you need to plan for a lot of funds. Yeah, next question, please.
From 61413. Is there any age limit like Australia?
What's the person's name, please?
Just a number.
Wow. Am I sure I want to answer that? Okay.
Emmanuel, sorry to come in. Can that
What's the
number? Please, can you hear me?
someone? Yeah, I can hear you, please.
Okay, let's just make sure that person who has that number speak. We can ask the person, okay, number 419, this, so that you can get it directly to be more clear. So the person can actually go, please.
Okay. Okay, let's move to the next question before the person is ready.
Okay, sir. From Ajayi, how much will it cost for a family of 2 children with bachelor in social work?
How much will it cost a bachelor student with family?
With 2 children.
Students going for bachelors cannot travel with family. What qualifies you to move with your family is if you are applying for master's program. And after your master's program, during your 2 years post-study work, you can invite your family. So if you want to apply for bachelor's program, you can, but you cannot travel with family at the moment. Yeah, thank you.
All right. From Onyechi Charity. How sure are we that the company has enough work hours for clients? As we have seen so many people who get to UK and are stranded as there is little work hours and they can't even pay their bills.
Okay, Onyechi, right? Where's Onyechi talking from? Okay, Onyechi, please let us know where you are joining from. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I said as a company, we are bringing the best of opportunities for you. Just as we have announced, work visa is available, but the easiest way and the most convenient way and the most easiest way for you to live and work in the United Kingdom is the study route. Okay, there's no way you are going to get an admission, get your CAS, and get a student visa, and you are not allowed to move around. You are not permitted to get work. Okay, the work visa is visible. Okay, but we as OA Study, as an organization, we advise our clients to go through the study route. Okay, because of course everybody knows, you know, we are all Nigerians. Okay, except you are joining, for those we are all Africans, those joining from other part of the country. Okay, of course the COS is expensive, and sometimes it's even difficult to get a shift. Okay, but the student visa, is easy, and it's a cost-effective pathway. Okay, 1 year masters with 2 years free to study work. Are you getting me now? No, so you can actually hold someone ransom for this, that, oh, but you said it's the law. Okay, so you can't actually hold the company that, oh, you said you gave me COS and I'm here now, you are not giving me the job. Are you getting me now? So we are sure that you are going to get the COS. Okay, so even just like you have mentioned, that a lot of people are there looking for the jobs. A lot of them, you know, guys, a lot of people are selective. I don't want to do, how will I be taking care of how would I be taking care of people? I was an MD in Lagos, as an MD in my country. Are you getting me now? So that is why we advise applicants, our prospects, to subscribe to student visa. I hope I answered the question. Next question, please.
From Omolabake Bali. Please explain more on pre-masters program.
Okay, so like I mentioned, the pre-masters program is for students with HND. They are HND holders. Okay, it's just like in Nigeria where you have P degree, you have diploma there before you migrate to a degree course and all. So that's what the pre-masters is all about, is for HND holders. If you're an HND holder, you apply for pre-masters, then you continue with your masters. Okay, pre-masters is about £11,000. You'll be requested to pay 3,500 or thereabout once you get your admission. And once you get your admission, you pay that money. Then you begin to run your proof of fund, which is your 50% tuition, and your living expenses will be in your account. Let's say a minimum of 21 to 22 million will be in your account for 28 days. Once it's 28 days, we'll send that to the school to get your CAS. And once your CAS is out, you apply for your visa. You still leave that fund in your account until your visa is out. Okay. You'll be requested to pay the balance of up to 50% before enrollment. You can actually do that here, or you can do that when you arrive the UK for your enrollment. Just like, what do we call enrollment here? Registration or something, that you do registration, you register your courses and all. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Next question.
Thank you
please.
very much. I understand better now.
You're welcome.
From Ifremeze. For the work visa, is it your company that will secure job for the applicants? And for how long will it take to secure it?
Okay. I'm sure this person just joined. I mentioned this earlier. Okay, the COS is gotten by your sponsor, which is the organization that will be giving you that document called COS. Okay, we are not the one giving you the job. Okay, the organization over there is the one giving you the job. Just a minute. Okay, so the organization is giving you the job. We are not the one. So you pay, we pay to that organization, they give you that document. That document called COS is what you use to apply for your visa. All right, that's what you use to apply for your visa. Thank you. Next question.
Okay. Onyechi Charity Elia is joining from Lagos. When you asked about where she was joining from, then Ajayi says, I'm talking of master's program. Already, the family has their bachelor's already. How do we pay for a master's program, though I joined late?
Okay, Ajayi. Ajayi wants to apply for a master's program, right? Okay, Ajayi, please send us a message. Send us a message with your WhatsApp number. We'll send you the requirements to apply for a master's program as soon as possible. Okay. Send us a message, Ajayi. Next question, please.
From Gifty. Please, would like to ask if there is anything like renewal after the duration of years paid for.
She said she would like to know if there's anything like renewal after the duration period. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. Someone has asked this earlier. Of course, you can renew once you see that your visa is getting expired. You plan to renew when you're over there. Thank you. Next question, please.
That's all for now, sir.
Sorry, I have a question.
Ask your question. Oh.
Okay, so I'm in the legal field. I studied law for my LLB, and I want to run a master's program in the UK. Are there courses available for me to run my master's in law?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Please take their courses. Take this number and chat me up right away. Can you take this number?
Okay, please.
091 254. Are you there?
I'm with you.
16308.
Please call it again.
091 254 16308.
Okay, 16308.
Yeah, it's on the chat box. Okay, there are several courses you can apply for as a law student. But do you have some certifications to back up your BSc?
I don't have certifications. I only have my LLB. I actually did a diploma in law before getting the LLB, but that's all I
Okay.
have. That's all I have.
Okay, great. Just send me a message. I'll send you recommendations. One of our team will contact you for recommendations.
Okay. I'm actually from Francis.
Okay, great. We'll continue from there.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's fine, thank you. Okay, I'm seeing a question on the chat box. Have we taken this before? what the next thing, have you taken that?
No.
What's the next session for UK free masters for someone that has HND in science? Like, have you taken that?
Okay, this is from Danny. Please, I just joined the meeting very late, very last, rather. And I would like to know more about the work visa and the requirements.
Okay, I need to know if we have more time. Mr. Peter, do we have more time? How many minutes do we have more?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. We have a few more minutes to go. You can go ahead.
Okay. He said he wants information on the work visa, right? Okay, you might need to take one of the numbers on the chat box and send us a message. I'll just give a summary, okay? For the UK work visa, you need a couple of documents which we will send to you. Just send us a message. But the fees are between £8,000 to £15,000. Okay, £8,000 for 2 years, £10,000 for 3 years, and then £15,000 for 5 years. So someone mentioned that, oh, there are a lot of people in the UK who are not even getting the job, but they get the COS, and when they get there, they don't get the job. Very true. What do we do as an agency? We give options. We say, okay, you have £15,000 to get COS. If you have WAEC, you can, with £15,000, you can apply for a degree program, whereby you start with foundation for 9 months and you proceed to your degree program with that same £15,000, and you still get that same opportunity to work 20 hours per week and 2 years post-study after your work. If you have HND, you can apply for pre-master's program package with master's program with £11,000. You pay £3,000 initial deposits, and when you pay the remaining 7,000 before enrollment, you can either pay that here or pay that when you arrive the UK. If with your £15,000, you can also apply for master's program, pay 50% initial deposit, and pay and spread balance while you're on the course. Okay, so you really do not have any constraints here. If you cannot pay £8,000 at once, go through the study routes, because this £8,000, you're going to pay it at once for 2 years. For £10,000, you're going to pay it at once for 3 years. £15,000, you are paying it in full. Okay, but the student visa, you are permitted to pay instrumentally, in installments rather. Okay, so that's the opportunity that the work visa brings. You can, what's the person's name? Okay, you can look at the screen. Okay, what I shared earlier, who is eligible, a skilled worker, and all, blah, how long it takes. It takes 3 months, and all the process. Visa will be out within 3 weeks, and all. So here are some of the requirements which will send to you: your passport. Yeah, you have BSc or WAEC, your TB test, police character, and IELTS. For work visa, you need IELTS, but for student visa, you do not need IELTS, except you apply for masters in public health or social work. Okay, what's the next question?
From Kenny. What is the next session for pre-masters? For UK, for someone with HND in science, laboratory, technology? Then, same Kenny, the £15,000 for WAEC. Is it throughout for the 4 years program or just for the first year?
Of course, £15,000 is for the first year. £15,000 cannot be for the whole year. £15,000 is just for the first year. For the first year. What's the other question? Okay, so I've answered the one concerning tech science laboratory. What's the next session for the UK pre-masters for someone as HND? Yeah, Kenny, right? Kenny, please send us a message, okay? Any of the numbers, okay, with your science and lab certificate, HND certificate, you can apply for a related course for your pre-masters, which you package with your master's program. Okay, once you're done with that, you proceed to masters. You proceed to masters. Okay, you get a good course with that, and you have a good background already. So this will really fly. So can you send us a WhatsApp message?
All right.
Yeah, 09125416308. Send us a WhatsApp message. We are happy to help you.
Sorry, please, the number again, 091.
254 16305 16308. Pardon me.
All right.
I'll take it again. 09125416308. Yeah. What's the next question, please? Okay. Having said all this, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you can actually get into the United Kingdom with OA study. Thank you for participating. My name is Udoite Emmanuel, reaching you from OA Study Benin City. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for a wonderful presentation. First, I don't know, I can see one, is it Andy now? I don't know if the questions have been taken. Chukwemeka Dandy. Probably his question has been taken before now, but if it has not been taken, I don't know if you can spare us a few more seconds to just quickly take that while I wrap up. Yes, Chukwemeka Dandy, has a question been taken, please?
Yes, my question has been taken. I think the WhatsApp number there. I think I'll maybe WhatsApp them and get more details about it. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Please, can you give me a moment? I want to show you a video. Our IT team will please assist us with this. Just a moment, just watch this clip. Just give us a minute or two.
Manager.
That's what I'm okay.
The money where they even just pay us, now in Nasiba, what are the cash here? 4.5 cash, over. Even I ain't sure. I mean, Nigeria, or anything with that, you know, cannot take. Wait, go on, people already plan. That's why you want to have it for you. No, that calm down now. Wait, which station now? When police come out, from that start here. Only a head, you town I go there. The town I go when you come, by the energy. Oh dear. What made us? Who be that person where I do not take? One meeting spent for email. Of this, I want yellow one of this. About you back to I didn't you. About you sure it's
Mr. iPhone, can you please mute yourself, please?
Just come up for there. But I'm with now to say, how long you want to put on your deal? One day.
You work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to I don't put out the solution. Man, I'm not I don't see. I want to buy one come out with you. Come out with you.
Mr. iPhone, can you please mute yourself? iPhone number. Okay, yeah, Mr. Peter, you can round up. I'm done, okay?
Please, what's the video for? Because what I'm hearing is Yoruba. I don't even understand anything.
We are trying to get the guy to mute. We don't know what he's saying. Okay, I think we have come to the end of the presentation. Mr. Peter, you can wrap up, please. Mr. Benga, can you mute this guy, please? You just did, right? Okay. Okay, guys, we wanted to show you this video, but these are just testimonies of a few of our students who are in the UK. You know how it is in Nigeria. Many people do not want their family members, their friends to know that they are in the UK. I don't, you know, the Nigerian thing now, you know, winch and everything, your family member and all. But we have a lot of people. We have assisted over 1,200 students to study in different destinations, and we are happy to help. Thank you. Mr. Peter, over to you, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks again, Mr. Emmanuel. We're sorry about that mix up there. We're trying to exit. I think we've muted him already. So basically, Mr. Manuel has been able to shed more light on the work we talked about, also for the study visa process. I actually dropped some email and phone numbers on the chat box. You will see that we have offices in several locations in Lagos, 2 offices in Lagos, 1 in Lekki, 1 in Ikeja. So for those who live in the city of Lagos, you can get the contact for our Lagos offices. There are phone numbers there as well that you can call. If you live in Port Harcourt here in Nigeria, we have an office at number 16 Agudama Street in D-Line, 16 Agudama Street D-Line. There are phone numbers there you can also contact. If you are in Enugu, you can contact our Enugu office. The phone number is also there. Timeless Lounge at Nigandi Avenue. We also have an office in Abuja. You can call us. Exclusive Serene Hotel at Uye. You can contact us. Several other offices even outside Nigeria, Kenya, and the like. So you can also send us an email to info@oaastudy.com. So if you have study concern, today we've talked more about the UK. If you want to study in Canada, you want to study in Australia and few other destinations, you can reach out to us. We'll be able to assist you as far as you let us know what your qualification is, your age, your work experience, and what you've been doing till date. We'll be able to recommend a course and an institution that fits your profile, right? So that's how it works. I don't want to take more of your time. You can just get those contacts, like I said, then we can take it up from there. So I would like to thank you once again. Thank you everyone for joining. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you for the wonderful session. Mr. Gbenga, the tech team, thank you for supporting us, and every other members that have joined. We really appreciate. Subsequently, we'll be having meetings like this to talk about studying UK, Canada, and Australia. I hope you can always join us. Thank you once again and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. This one.